What's up and welcome to the Indie Credible Podcast, Season 2, Episode 32, a weekly podcast where we get together and chat about the world of indie gaming. We go through all the indie games we've been playing, go through the latest indie game news, and we cover our main topic. There isn't tons of news this week, but our main topic is all based around the last couple of games releasing this year that we do want to play. Last couple of games that are releasing in 2019 and we can't wait to get our hands on. Maybe they might even turn out to be Game of the Year contenders, but we're going to have to wait and see on that one. Helping me chew through all the indie game facts, as always, is Tom.
Hello.
From Shriek and Profit. And Dan.
Bonjour.
Ooh.
From...
Ça va bien, monsieur.
From
What
at...
Ça va.
Speaking French made you vomit.
I mean...
Yeah. And Dan from at the Dice Bear.
Hey,
and that's where you can find those guys there if you want to keep up to date with their daily doings on social media. There's no point following Tom. He doesn't do anything on social media.
Look, if
Dan's
I get a
pretty
notification
active,
saying I've got a follower, I will slam a fucking, creep in. I'll be tweeting like a madman for at least 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know? Follow me, please.
Like the honeymoon period.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you know?
follow you, like, I love you.
I'm like,
Great, oh yeah, cool.
This is great, yeah.
Oh, it's done.
And then it just dies.
Yeah.
And then I block everyone.
But if you are watching us, then you already found us on YouTube. We're also available on all podcast services. So maybe if you're listening to us and you didn't know we're available in video form, then check us out over on YouTube. And finally, we're also available on Patreon, where you can get exclusive pre and post show content, as well as a host of other goodies. If you want to check us out, patreon.com/IndieCredible, and the names scrolling across the bottom right now are the guys that support us at the $5 tier or higher. Gents, before we dive into indie game impressions, news, whatever you want to call it, how's the week been?
Yeah, it's been alright. I kind of want to add a little side bit at the start. I'm going to shock you with something.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna slap in something new here.
don't slam me,
something
please.
new. So we've been hit with a few copyright bits recently.
Chicken
Indeed
pie.
we have.
Yeah, I personally on my site have been, and I've been trying to think. Okay, so YouTube doesn't care about creators anymore.
Oh, God, no.
Unless you massively pimp yourself out. Because it does seem to be anyone
Like you're a
online
dirty
who
whore about
is,
it, yeah.
is an absolute dirty whore about it. Yeah, it doesn't matter what they put on. There's no copyright strikes. Hundreds
You
of
can
viewers.
film a Suicide Forest,
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
and you still make loads of money.
So I've decided that as a company going forward, it's really important that one of us takes the biscuit and whores themselves out. So I'm putting myself forward as the massive whore
If anyone was going
of Indie Credible. And if you are an indie game developer or an indie game publisher, and you would like me to wear one of your amazing t-shirts, here I have a Tank Wars t-shirt
He's a walking
for the
ad.
incredible tackles. I will whore out your game throughout it. In fact, I promise to mention your game 5 times at the most inappropriate moments. All you need to do is get in touch with me at thebear@thedicebear.com. I will get back in touch with you about either how much money we want, what beers we want, and then you send me a t-shirt and I will whore it out on this channel. That's it. And I think that's what I've been doing this week. I've been learning how to whore us out. What have you just found out?
Oh, no.
What? Come on.
Trev, I'm so sorry.
Go on.
You reminded me of Tank Wars. I was like, and then I was thinking about Tank Wars, and he actually sent me a code for an up-to-date build
And you haven't done anything with it.
on the 3rd of August.
This is why you want
and I was
me-
like, thanks, man. I definitely will. I look forward to seeing your progress.
and you haven't done anything.
Download it.
That is why you want me, the
I'm
Dice
so
Bear,
sorry, Trev.
to get on there and whore it out.
I'm so forgetful. Look,
No,
I
he's
do
not. He
want to
just
play
hates
it.
you.
And look, but send it to this.
Whoa!
Creeper.
And this has been readied. This is why we need
I
the
can't
support.
help it.
We need the support
It's who I am.
of people who can send us
Yeah.
cash or anything like that. Our patrons do a great job,
I'm
but
so
we're never
sorry.
going to make money out of adverts.
I
No.
promise you.
So-
I promise you, I'll play it this weekend. I'll film it and everything. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, get in touch. Get in touch with me at thebear@thedicebear.com.
It's
and
been
we
almost
will...
2 months since you sent me that message.
Dude,
And
get
I'm
over
like,
yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Get over yourself. I'm trying to make money for the company here. No one
Yeah,
cares
mate.
about you being a forgetful little prick. Queep.
Yeah, and you call me a creep.
I forgot that we weren't supposed to swear. Anyway, yeah. So indie devs, indie publishers, indie whatever, unless you focus Home Interactive, because of course you'll pull your support at some point and then take away all the money and we're screwed. Which is a real shame because I really like their other stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, and yeah, so that's it.
Nice.
Bear at thedicebear.com. I will pimp out your game like Tank Wars, which you can get on Steam at the moment. It's a demo coming out for next year.
Video coming soon.
And it's freaking amazing. The best game, 20 out of 11.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a little low.
I am the harshest critic.
Should we dive into what we have been playing this week? Who wants to kick us off with what games we've been playing this week?
Go on,
I
Tom.
will.
Go on then.
I've played a single game.
Played a single game. It's more than normal.
It is more than normal. It's just Transistor again.
Oh, you finished it yet?
No, because I haven't played a game since I played it last time.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, okay.
I was saying I played a bit of Arkham Knight. But indie game wise, that is the last one I played. And I played a bit more today.
Mm-hmm.
Played about an hour and a half. It's good, isn't it?
It's very good.
Yeah,
Very, very good.
it's honestly so good. The music's great.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing about it I dislike at all. I hate saying perfect game, but so far it's a perfect game.
I mean, how would you compare it to Tank Wars?
Tank Wars, well, Tank Wars is a 22 out of 11 to be fair.
Yeah.
Whereas Transistor's only a 21 out of 11.
Ah.
Yeah, I know it's a bit harsh, but that's just how it is.
Remember, advertise your game. Go to the bear at thedicebear.com, and you too could have your game advertised across man boobs.
Transistor. Yeah, no. Transistor.
Yeah.
I think it's their best game to date. Like, so they had Bastion before.
Yeah, which I haven't played.
Which is super giant, we should say. Then they released Transistor.
Yeah.
Which is great. And then Pyre, which I liked Pyre.
Yeah.
Missed multiplayer, didn't it?
It missed the multiplayer side, and they kind of alienated, I'd say, a lot of the audience by having so much narrative between gameplay. Like, I'm someone who likes narrative.
Transistor is not like that.
No, but I like narrative. But we're talking at points sometimes 45 minutes of just reading to get into a game.
Before you got to the game.
Yeah,
really?
And to be honest, by that point, there were times when I'd got to a game, I forgot how to play the game.
It was very odd, but the actual game was really quite cool, like mechanically.
That's really, honestly, that's
it's
like
different.
the
Yeah,
Transistor.
but
Transistor's like quite light on.
They have their art.
You
style.
sort of look for it in a sense. Yeah.
They have their art style, which plays in very well. But then I obviously haven't played much recently, but I was playing Hades before, their new game that's in early access, and that's very much gone back to Transistor. But it's the best way to describe Hades is Transistor with a budget.
Right.
So they've made money, and Transistor's like a 4 or 5 hour game maybe. Whereas Hades is, I've already got like 15 hours on it, and I'm not even finished the game yet. So it's the same kind of gameplay, same game, but apart from you can't switch between the whole real-time turn-based kind of mechanic.
Well, I assume
This
that's
is just-
unique to Transistor.
Yes, unique to Transistor. This is just real-time. What do you call it? Metroidvania style, roguelike.
Well, then I talked about the whole idea of your abilities being like lives.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's cool, yeah.
I think that's because it obviously like you lose an ability and you're down in health, then it changes the way you play immediately because you've lost the one that you might be relying on that and you lose it. I think that's really cool. Honestly, this game is quite cool, isn't it?
It's cool.
I really like it.
It is cool, and visually it has such a unique style. I think as
It's
well.
really nice.
It's really,
It's really pleasant to look.
He's on the Switch as well now, which is
What isn't?
Yeah, what isn't on Switch? But
Switch is a whore for indie games.
and it's it often is cheap. So people are looking for a good indie game to play. Like most places, you can pick it up when it's on sale, £4 or £5.
Easily already worth that.
And I
Easily.
definitely recommend it. Yeah. Have you played anything else, mate? Or
No.
Danny Boy, do you want to go next, or do you want me to chat next?
Yeah, I'll go for it. Let me just check. Yeah, no, I'll go for it. Obviously, during the week, I get sent my usual code from Lewis, where I get a code and it just says what platform it's for.
Now.
And I'm like, oh, because I was expecting Cat Quest 2.
Yeah,
I've been waiting for Cat Quest 2, and I'm like, this is it. I'm going to play. So I typed in the code, I press go, and it's like, come on, Cat Quest 2, here we... Stygia? The fuck's this one? And then
I'm interested in your thoughts on this game.
And I go in there, and it's a... Okay, I'm going to call it a point-and-click adventure.
But it's not?
Well, it is. But usually in a point-and-click adventure, you get here's a puzzle, here's a silly story, click around all over on the screen to figure out where you're going to go.
Yeah.
Whereas this... a narrative adventure. Is that a better way of describing it? Point and click with a massive narrative.
I've literally opened up, but it wasn't I didn't want to play it. It's more when they sent the keys through and I read about it, I was like, oh, this seems like a Dan game.
Yeah. I'd give it that. Apart from the fact, the bit that so basically you're your character in a point and click world. It's set in Cthulhu. The old one has risen, or has it? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's kind of like a 1920s feel to it.
Right.
There are you can either create your own character or select from a massive amount of different characters who have their own skills and abilities. You find objects around the place and they'll help you solve next bits. But you've also got to talk to people to try and figure out what's going on. And you have this cult rising, just like in, Lovecraftian everything.
Yeah.
There's a cult towards the old one that's going through. And
Does everyone have a West Country accent?
Go on, what's your West Country accent? Yes,
so pirates originated from.
That's right.
West
They did
Country.
actually. Yeah. The West Country coast.
That's it.
Yeah.
Leaf flat there.
Anyway, as R is the best. Why not?
Oh god.
No, I think
It's
it's
close enough,
definitely an American vibe to it. Feels more like a Chicago type area that it's run down. It's during the. I would say it's more like during the Great Depression. Mm-hmm. Alcohol and all of that lot and prohibition, everything else isn't. It's kind of in this weird realm.
Is it like
that's close to it?
Yeah, it's like a weird alternate dimension.
Yes, basically that part has been taken away from Earth and has been put into this other dimension.
Yeah.
And you're jumping between the dream state and the world.
What's it called again?
Stygian,
yeah.
Something.
I can't remember
There's
the
an extended title to it.
I've seen the trailer for this or something.
But
it looks very classic.
It's got lots of conversation trees in it.
Mm.
So you go and talk to someone and they'll have 8 different options for you to choose from. And you're like, oh god, I'm going to have to go through them all. Because you do when you play these games, don't you? You don't go, I'm just going to go, where are the toilets? Cheers. It is a case of, I have to listen to literally everything you're going to say.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, 90% of it is guff. And you're just like, please don't do this in a game. You're not building a world for me here. What you're doing is you're making me go, why am I reading this?
Yeah.
Which is a real shame because the rest of it's very clever because you are building stats. And, the better you are at things will help you through unlocking boxes, finding special things, being able to see demons, not see demons. There's lots of subliminal bits going on. There's a beautiful bit at the start where the dead are dancing with each other. And you're walking towards this gate. And it's literally right at the start. You're walking towards the gate. You're following this dark man holding his walking cane as he goes along. And just as you get towards the gate, the women who are dancing with the men leap on top of them and just start pummeling the out of them. And you're like, hang on. I saw the creepy dead people and I was like, yeah, okay. Well done. Someone's read a book. Right? And then the women started pummeling. I was like, ooh. Okay, maybe someone really has read a couple of books. This is quite good. So yeah, it's got a really good story. I am nowhere near being able to tell you if it's any good or not story-wise.
Yeah.
Because I have been stuck with some rather dull people giving me information that I'm pretty sure will be meaningless and give me nothing.
So you've got a little bit of padding.
So
quite a lot of padding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I like to think of this as a little bit of padding.
Always baffles me when
for the radio listeners, I'm rubbing my belly.
Always baffles me. Like I get why.
Do they listen on radio?
Yeah, I do that myself. I think
wireless as well. That's
wireless.
On the wireless, yeah.
AM frequency.
But no, I get why. Although I don't agree with it, I get why AAA companies pad sometimes because you get your average Joe Bloggs who finishes a game in 6 hours and he's like, I spent 50 quid on this, so I want it to be longer. Doesn't appreciate it for what it offered in the 6 hours.
Yeah.
I never get why indie devs pad. Because I feel like it creates extra work to them. Like
it's an insecurity, I think.
I think you're right. I think they're scared that people are going to do exactly the same thing. They'll buy the game and they go, "Oh, that was 2 hours long,"
which actually
that's rubbish.
Goes into a game I'm going to talk about.
Game you played,
I'll jump quickly onto the other one then, which was Bad North. The Jotun.
Is this the?
It's just out on Game Pass at the moment.
Little Island.
You've got Little Island.
I played this on Switch. Yeah.
Oh, I am suckered into this game.
Oh really? I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, you've got your Little Island.
I just couldn't get my head around
You've got
it.
troops on it, and basically you get waves of enemies coming towards it, and you've got to protect the houses.
It's very cute.
It looks very cute.
It's very cute. It's very lovely, and slowly you're earning money from saving the houses.
Is it a really cute RTS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like a fleshed out mobile RTS, and I don't mean that in a bad manner.
Yeah,
where it's so minimalist.
It is.
I like the look
It feels
of
like
to
I
be
could play it on
looks
mobile.
quite nice.
It is very cute.
It is
looks-
very cute.
Most
but
RTSs are they're so involved.
Yeah.
You want to spend like 15 hours a day on them. With this, seems like I could just jump in and out.
Try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, because I got it, I started playing it, I was like, okay, I'll do a couple of levels, I'll be able to have an
Where
hour
is it
about it.
available?
And then
Game
I
Pass.
was 26
Game Pass
levels, 26 islands in.
How many islands are there?
I don't know, because there's a cloud that keeps moving, and there's this
Alright.
there's this darkness of skulls
But
that's creeping
28 is a
towards me.
lot.
And well, I did do a lot of. You don't have to follow a linear pattern.
Yeah.
So each island you take, you earn coins from, but you can also get new military units for it.
Yeah.
So as you earn coins, you can then upgrade different parts of your army. So you can be okay, you're going to be my bowmen. I've got 2 sets of swordsmen here. I've got pikes I can get. And you can slowly grow. So at the start, you can only, I think it's 2, and then there's 3 lots of them. You can have 4, and you can slowly switch them out.
Yeah.
Like some groups you find have special abilities. So some are quicker at moving, or some are better at defence, or some are better at archery, and you've got to kind of design your teams around that. And new bad guys come along in their waves, and you've got to start thinking, okay, where's it going to go? And as you're getting later on, you're so hooked into it, you're like, okay, actually, I can't rescue those buildings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little funnel neck here that all of these guys have to come into. I'm going to set my archers on this side so that they're busy being shot at as they come along. Then have my pikemen, and then have my sword guys. And you're setting up all these bits and going, right, I've lost those buildings. That doesn't matter. I'm going to just concentrate here. And if you lose a squad of people, that's it, they're dead.
Yeah.
They don't respawn.
They're gone.
You've got to then go out hunting a new group of people to call to your clan. And as I said, try jumping on it for just a little bit, because I couldn't do it. I jumped on, and then that was it. I was sucked in for ages, and I was like, I've got a plan for tomorrow and get all of this marking done, and it's freaking 1 in the morning. And I'm like, oh Jesus!
Are you playing on
fully
PC?
sucked into it. I'm on Xbox. I'm playing it on Xbox.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I played it. I don't know if it's in the wrong mindset. I played it on. Where did I play it? We were travelling somewhere, and I played it on the Switch. Like while we were travelling, we were on a train somewhere.
Right.
And I just couldn't. In my head, I was like, I'm really looking forward to playing this game, and I played like 10 levels on it, and I was just like, I'm just not enjoying this, and I don't know why. So maybe I should go back and try again in a different environment.
give it a go.
I just remember playing it and being like, I'll go back to, because I think it was on sale once on the Switch for like £4.50.
Right.
So I was like, oh, I'll grab it. And yeah, it felt good, and it definitely had depth to it, but I just wasn't enjoying
But to be
playing
fair,
it.
sometimes games just don't click.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
It's
I
a
mean,
personal thing.
it's not saying it's a bad game. It's still
But
good.
Exactly,
mate, there
yeah.
are also times where even if it could be a game you'd love, if you're not in the mood for it that day or something, you just
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
true,
don't want
yeah.
to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I played The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
It didn't click with me.
Yeah.
But I could tell by playing it, it's great. I was like,
Yeah,
this is a
it's
great
just not-
game.
yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't.
I've got this guy, mate at work who, very casual gamer, always buys
Yeah.
FIFA every year.
Yeah.
That's how
He's
I
not
play.
like a first person shit person, but always buys like the big RPGs that release. So like he brought
That's cool, though.
or adventure games, whatever you want to call them.
Skyrim. And...
Like, well, no, he brought Red Dead 2, for example, and like loved that.
Good
God
game.
of War, liked that. He's not like I'll play on hard mode, just play on easy mode, enjoy the story.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What do I play next? I need something. There's nothing really like. He's like, there's nothing interesting me. This. I went through the release. He was like, what's coming out this thing? So I showed him what's coming out this winter. He was like, there's nothing really. He's not a Star Wars fan. He's like, I'm not.
Can't wait.
So I was like, if you haven't played it yet, from what I know you like, check The Witcher 3 out. Like, because like,
Yeah, surely.
and he's like,
It's
oh,
that.
is it going to be like, will it have like enough gameplay to it? I'm like, oh mate, trust me. Like, there's 200 hours there if you want 200 hours easy.
Yeah.
And he picked up for a tenner in town. And he now comes in, he's like, oh my God. He's like, the Wells, that's so good. I'm like, yes. And he's like, oh yeah, I just started this side quest. And I'm like, yeah, that side quest lasts about 20 hours for the game. Like, it just goes on forever. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, CDPR kind of got a reputation for side quests in that game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and he's loving it. But I get,
That's awesome,
I get, like you said, why. Although I was annoyed, he missed a frying pan mission.
I don't know what that is.
There's like a mission when you first start the game, and there's like all this war going on, everyone's dying.
Yeah.
And this woman's like, I lost my frying pan! I can't find my frying pan anywhere! And then Geralt finds her frying pan, he's like, here's your frying pan. It's just like, oh, thank God. Like, it's like, it's so bizarre. It's just like, I don't know what, it's clearly a meme thing or whatever. They're just taking the piss, but it was stupid.
It's jokes, isn't it?
But, yeah, frying pan. Everyone in the wig community are like, when we get a frying pan card? Yeah. But no, you're, so you
I've really enjoyed
Bad
Bad
North.
North. Yeah. Bad North Jotunheim edition, I think it's called.
Sounds
yeah,
like
well,
it.
you're getting a key for the game you really wanted. It's coming very soon. It's actually out now on the Switch. Niflheim? No.
Niflheim.
Not Niflheim. Northgard.
Oh, Northgard.
Northgard. So that will be with us very soon.
Cool.
Contacted them today. But yeah, did you play anything else at all?
No, I've been working.
Fair dues. Fair dues. I will quickly touch on some games. So I'll kick off with Mythgard. I won't talk age about this because
That's what you do.
it is an indie game, but it's a CCG, so I get it's very niche to some people's markets.
I know you guys,
but it's a very small
CCGs.
team. It's a team of like 6 people working on the game, so it's a pretty damn
That's
small
quite
team.
impressive. to be
And the
honest.
features are in the game, and how complete the game is as a card game. Like, it's miles ahead of where Gwent is. Miles ahead. And we're talking CDPR against a small 6-man.
I mean, you were saying
team.
beforehand
It's insane.
how much better it is.
The card games, as a game, the gameplay's so good. It's like the best way to dumb it down for someone is a very good version of what Artifact was trying to do. And by that I mean is there's so much ownership on you as the pilot, as the player. Like, you effectively, it's a very complex game because Gwent, you kind of, as I said to you earlier, you build a deck and you have a win con with that deck. There are so many win conditions in this game. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like your lane placement to it has, I'm going to say it, the best resource management system I've ever played in a card game. And that's by, you can burn your own cards, put them back in your deck to draw them again later, meaning you basically can't get mana screwed. The only way you get mana screwed in this game is when you draw a hand that has nothing below a 4-drop card in there, because you can't play anything in the first 3 turns. So that's the only way to get mana screwed. But you're basically controlling mana and then handling mana.
But sorry to jump in on that.
Right.
There are cards that allow you to get out of that. So if your deck is built on the idea of having higher mana cards in there are ways of burning them into your discard pile and then being able to pull them back up. And having just an absolute beast.
Reanimate is insane. Everyone's taking against Reanimate. So Reanimate basically means you get like a 9 mana card, like a beast out turn 3.
Yeah.
And people can't deal with it, but there's an easy way to tech against it. You just put something in there that bumps card back to hand, but without confusing people, when you play a card from the graveyard, it comes with ephemeral, but when you bump it, it can't go back to the hand because it's like it hasn't got the replayability, it just dies.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Like,
But
you
no,
start using words
but
I
no,
didn't know, and I was like,
the reason I'm saying that is because I don't want people to go, oh, well, sure, that's a broken mechanic. Like,
No,
It sounded broken, yeah.
no, everything in here works, and there is always
there's always a
something
counter to
that
what
you
what
can
you
counter
have,
to
yeah.
it, and you can build towards it.
It's
But
more
this
about
is where
knowing
my
when
issue
you-
comes
but
in with the game.
the crazy thing about the game is it's been out, so it's been in closed alpha for a year, and it's now in beta, and there's still no meta.
No,
There still isn't a set meta that everyone's trying to build into. Like,
Quite impressive.
it's insane how balanced it is. It's a really cool game. I'm really enjoying it.
Is this going place?
I've got massive issues with it.
I've heard you don't
And
like it.
these aren't issues he will have because he was given a whole load of cards and he was given a whole
I
load
do
of
have
That is true.
I
As
do have a
with it in
counter
there.
to this though, but carry on.
Here we go.
and you cannot build your decks at the start. You do not. No, you can't. You can play someone else's deck, or you can
Oh,
play
the feature
set
decks are
decks.
good. Yeah.
But you cannot
Can't
build
build
decks
one,
that
yeah.
are worth playing. I have played. I'm level 9 now.
So that's story in one
But-
gauntlet.
I've completed all of the puzzles.
Yeah.
I've completed the entire story.
Yeah.
I've completed the first 2 bits of Gauntlet.
Yeah.
I've played the Brawl a few times. Quite a few times. I've played competitively a lot. I've earned quite a few packs of cards. I will say that. You earn quite a few packs of cards.
Yeah.
But you never earn enough because there are 400 and something cards.
Yeah.
You then start there and, well, I've only got 1 copy of that. I can't build that deck into this. I can't make my own deck on a theme. I could if I'd been given a shitload of free ones, but I can't. So then I'm sat there going, well, yeah, okay, I appreciate playing someone else's deck, but I play these games to build decks.
Yeah.
I'm not a pilot. I'm not going to sit there and
Well,
just,
it is,
I want to play
well,
someone else's deck.
Yeah.
That is boring.
So the economy hasn't changed since closed alpha, and people who got a full collection in closed alpha are saying it's 750 hours to get a full collection, which is what it was in Gwent. So it's not. I wouldn't say it's harsh.
But in Gwent, I could build a deck
like
pretty darn quickly.
Yeah, because
I can't build
Gwent's
a deck
decks
in
are
this.
tiny, so that is the difference.
I can't build a deck in this that I would want to play. I can build a shit deck.
Well,
I can build a deck that has an interesting moment in it, but I don't have all the cards I need.
But
And I'm not earning the wild cards, and I'm not earning the ether, whatever those little pots are, in a essence.
Essence is very tight
to buy these cards.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could hammer a load of money in it, but at this point, I haven't.
Packs. So
I don't know.
I would. So if people are interested in the game, and obviously I'm not going to say go spend money on it. After I put about 10 hours in the game, I was like, oh, this is a game I'm going to commit to easily. So I bought the starter pack, which gets you 25 packs, I believe, for $10, like £8. So
But didn't you also got a load from them? Didn't you?
But that was once open beta came. They gave us 100 packs. But when I was playing in closed alpha,
So you got 100 packs.
But when I was playing closed
you got
alpha,
600 cards.
But before I got those, when I was playing closed alpha, I was still building perfectly fine decks. Now I proved the point with this on stream because people were saying the same, and I was like, well, I get to gold with a deck with no mythics in it, and I.
That's not the point. It's not about having mythics. You don't need mythics in this game. That's what's good about Mythgard.
Yeah.
It's not based around, I've got this big mythic. It's based around, I have 3 of these cards because it's a maximum of 3.
Yeah.
I don't have 3 of nearly any card yet.
But just do what everyone else is doing then. When they're starting, I don't recommend
I'm
it.
just going to play someone else's deck. I do not play card games to play someone else's
What
deck.
people are doing is they're finding the archetype they want, burning all the cards they're not going to use, and building that archetype to play competitively. Because when you win competitively, you get 120 coins. So 10 wins gives you a pack, and you start
pack. So I get 6 cards.
Let me mediate quickly.
Yeah.
Right. So you can get 25 decks for how much?
25 packs. For
25
packs.
For
25 packs. Sorry, I was going to say £8. That plus packs you earn just playing the game. Is that enough to build a deck to start with?
With the starter cards, you can get a decent monocolour deck. You won't get a decent
if you burn all your other cards and have no interest in building anything other than a burn deck, because that's what you'll be doing when you're first. Most people, when they build their first,
that's what I like about this game.
Will be a burn deck.
Aggro doesn't work very well in the game, and I love that.
Valkyrie's basically an aggro deck.
Mid-range aggro, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically an aggro deck.
Well, not really. You aim to win by turn 8. That's not aggro.
Wow, how badly are you playing Valkyrie if you're aiming to win by turn 8?
Well,
I win by turn 5 with a Valkyrie deck.
Yeah, but I'm not being horrible. Like, that's bronze, isn't it? When you play Valkyrie and silver, you get torn to pieces.
You aren't getting to silver because we don't have 100 fucking packs of cards given to us.
All right. Outsider opinion right now. Yeah. Okay, the game has amazing potential to be a great CCG, but you need to be able to earn a lot more packs just by from playing the game initially because you can't build enough.
I don't know if you've got more packs.
No, I don't think you should. I think
hit.
what you should be able to do is do exactly what Magic did.
What's that?
So Magic got pretty much everything wrong because they have a mana system with lands. So fuck Magic. But what they did was, as you're playing it, you actually earn a deck.
Yeah. You do
and you get all the cards in that deck.
But isn't the point you want to build your own deck?
Yeah, but you're allowed to then use those cards you've earned to build other decks.
Oh, okay.
So in this game, while you're playing story mode, you get decks to play.
Yeah.
Well, you should actually earn those decks and those cards. So when you get to the end and complete it, I would have had a set of not brilliant cards, but cards I've played with and looked through and gone, actually, I've got these. Oh, look, I'm getting all these packs really quickly.
Right.
Oh, now I can add those in. Oh, look. I've got a deck. No, it's not going to get me to the top. But instead of sitting there at the start and I think I had 50 cards. Yeah. No, it'd be more than that. 60, 70 cards. Well, a deck is 40 cards. These 60, 70 cards were of all different colours.
Yeah.
So you weren't going to be building a decent deck. Of course, you're going to build multicoloured decks. But and then you're there going, okay, I've got to earn 1,200 coins to earn a pack.
Yep.
You are going to earn packs through levelling. And I'm getting, at most, if you do well, you get 120.
A win on the ladder is 120 coins. When you get to gold,
what's just normal PvP without being ranked?
I think it's 120 as well.
It's 120.
I think there's 150 on ranked, 120 on.
You've got to play 10 games to win. Win 10 games to earn a pack, to earn 6 cards.
Right.
You get dailies and weekly chests. Like I'm getting.
Yeah, but you're only going to get those dailies and weeklies if you complete the challenges. You're only going to complete the challenges if you've got a deck that can win those things.
Yeah, I mean,
and some of those challenges are burn 50 purple cards. Well, At that point, I had 3.
Just play the purple starter deck against AI, and you do it in about half an hour.
Yeah, brilliant. So what am I doing? I'm playing shitty starter decks to try and earn a card. 6 cards.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, the thing is wrong. They need to change it.
In the beginning.
They need to change it.
Their roadmap on Discord.
Yeah.
Is the first thing is addressing the starter decks. The starter decks are bad.
That's what they know.
They openly admit the starter decks are bad. Like the cards you get for free from the starter decks are bad.
What they know is they know that the starter decks are bad.
Right.
But they're not giving you those cards. What they need to do is they need to look at the Magic one and they need to go, oh, we'll give them the cards. Their problem at the moment is most of the information they're getting from are from the people that they're helping, that they're supporting or showing this, and they've already given them 600 cards. So these people don't know what it's like to jump in there when you don't have the cards, when you don't have those bits. And they'll be saying, well, yeah, the starter decks aren't very good. These people aren't going to be able to compete in this.
Well, a lot of them do, because a lot of them are from closed alpha and no one got given packs in closed alpha. So people play 1,000 hours a game in closed alpha with no free packs. So they've been through the free-to-play model.
In the pre-alpha, you could open up all the cards with a cheat. Everyone was given a code. There was a code that opened up all the cards.
I don't know, but I'm going with TRS people, and Noah, who's like, I call him.
You can find it online. Look online. Mythgard pre-alpha code.
He's the one that says 750 hours got him the full collection, and he grinded the whole way through it.
Well, you shouldn't have done that. You got it for free in the pre-alpha.
And the devs also podcasts I listen to. The devs play free to play accounts. That's how they know how free to play they feel the game is.
Yeah.
They only play on free to play accounts. They don't play competitively. The devs play on a free to play account to feel how it is. They are looking at addressing some, like they've added some new challenges in recently which really help it out. Like one is like win 5 games, you get a mythic wild card. So you got a free mythic wild card. They had another one in every 2 days. You get called high 5. Win 5 games, you get a pack.
Right.
So these are new ones. These went in there 4 days ago. They're in there now. So they are adding new bits in.
There are a lot. I mean, yes, there are. There are lots of good bits in there,
Yeah.
but they've missed that initial point. And a lot of things for this card game is going to be about getting that base in there.
Yeah, I still.
And to get that base in there, you need to give them that basic starter deck. None of the decks in the story are brilliant. None of the decks.
No.
Those cards should have been given to you.
Yeah.
As you play through. So those who completed the story, well, you're going to have a better start than those who went, I'll play 2 games, I'll go do that.
Well, yeah.
And so it gives that emphasis.
I mean, I'm in a
gives you the cards.
different position because I don't own.
Yeah, you were given 100 packs of cards.
I don't own 30 cards in the game now, and that is it. I'm only missing 30 cards, all mythics. I own all the
because you're
uncommons,
given
commons, and
100
rares.
packs of cards.
Yeah, and I play a lot. I play 25 hours.
I'd probably play a lot
like,
as well if I was given 100 packs of cards.
But then, like people who comment on the YouTube, because I like
go to thebear@thedicebear.com and I will whore out your game. Just give me 100 packs of cards and I will defend it to the hill.
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter if common sense has been talked to.
There's
I will stand there and say yes. Tank Wars.
There's only 7 people who've been given 100 packs.
It's because I'm wearing the t-shirt.
Yeah,
today.
I just screamed out at the end.
Yeah, just Tank Wars.
Tank Wars.
Tank Wars.
But no, I think you're right. But yeah, like only
sorry.
7 people have been given 100 packs so far. There's only 7 partners.
Yeah.
So can't say like the whole community. Like 7 people have been given 100 packs, partners.
I'm just saying that I'm saying your view is very limited.
Yeah.
And that you can't see what it's like to play through because you're given 100 packs.
Well, I still had 70 hours in closed.
Look,
alpha.
guys, you know what?
I played closed alpha
You know what?
as well.
No, I'm cutting across.
In fact, I played before you.
Daniel, please. Daniel.
Oh, no,
I
Lewis.
played
got me the
Mythgard
key.
before. No, you didn't get me the key.
I sent you the key. I can
You
send
didn't
you
get me the
email.
key for Mythgard.
I got it for Evolve. I
Trash
sent you the
people.
email.
We're done. We're done on this.
We're never done.
We're done.
This
We're never
was
done.
supposed to be a quick segment.
Never.
Okay.
We've been talking for like half an hour about this goddamn CCG.
And
No
you
one
love
cares-
it. He wants to play.
No one cares about
It's good.
cards.
Mythgard. I mean, Tank Wars.
All right, let's move on to Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah, we're still in the first segment,
Yeah.
guys. You understand that, yeah?
Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah.
I
And we're done
picked
talking
up.
about it. We're done.
Okay.
I picked up in bed last night, and I was like, I'm going to play like half hour, an hour of this game.
You didn't want this one, did you?
I didn't.
Because I've been banging on about this for
I
ages.
didn't.
You're like,
I don't
"Oh."
know. I was on
It's
and
fun.
about it. I
Yeah, I
thought.
quite like the idea of
I
it.
thought it looked gimmicky. I thought
Yeah.
I'm going to play 20 minutes of this. It'll be fun, and then it'll be naff. It'll just be like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm just doing the same fucking thing over again now. I actually really enjoyed it. I kept playing. I was like, oh, I'll do this again now. And this is a nice thing where your tasks are never too much. So it's like, oh, I could go do this. Oh,
Yeah.
and it crosses off. Oh, I do this now, and then it gives you a new set. It's never like a massive list of, like that AAA open world game where you just get a whole map and you're like, whoa, fuck, where do I
Yeah,
go?
yeah.
Like
Every time.
this is just
Yeah.
like, oh, do this, and you kept me going. And then I was like, oh yeah, I keep going. I'll just do another 20 minutes. And then the game ended. And I was like, oh, okay, that's the end of the game. The game was about an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And then when you do finish it, you do unlock these new like quests to do, like advanced quests in the same area. It's all set in this like very stereotypical English village. And you get these new quests to do. I've not even gone back and tried them yet. I will go back and try them. It just felt like a stage of a game. It didn't feel like a game.
Right.
But what was there is really cool. It's a very good puzzle game. And that's because I went into it not really knowing what it was. I was like, do I just be a dick? Is this like Goat Simulator with a goose? Or is it actually got a reason for doing things?
Yeah.
And you are literally being the biggest dick in the world as a goose. Like the first thing you have to do is you basically have to piss this farmer off. And you have to like get him so he goes into his sprinkler, and then you have to like turn the sprinkler on into his face, and he starts chasing around, and you just like nicking his crops, and it just completely fuck him off. My favourite thing was bullying a boy. Like you literally bully a boy so he runs away and trips over, and then like loses his glasses, and he's doing this on the floor, and you're a goose going like in his face, and I'm like, this is so good. Like it's just you just get to be a dick. I think it's too expensive for what it is. It's on sale on Switch for $13.50, and that's what I brought it on. But on PS4, it's 15 quid. And it is literally, I think, going back...
So apart from the challenge...
Apart from the additional challenges, I think I've probably got about another hour in the game. I'd say 2.5 hours, which is fine, but it didn't feel ready to end. If a game felt like it was wrapped up perfectly nicely and ended in an hour, it'd be fine. But it felt like it was like just an end. It was just like, oh, really?
Oh.
Like, cool. It almost, I prefer almost if it was episodic. They were like... I'm sorry, because people are loving the game. Like, the fucking PewDiePie streamed it the other day, and it's got like 6 million views now on him when he's streaming it. So the game is going to be popular. People are going to pick it up. And it's a great Let's Play game because you just get to be a dick. But yeah, I can't sit here and say the game's bad because the game's great. It's fun. It's just super short. So I didn't go into
it.
Ends like bang like that. Yeah, but it's fun.
I was expecting some sort of larger world that you were...
That's what I thought.
Sort of like
Ghost Simulator.
I expected to kind of like unlock this kind of map,
puzzle
and then
elements,
like just have like 3 areas to go around.
Yeah.
But it didn't. And the final game I'm playing is Creature in the Well. Now, Creature in the Well, I wanted to play when it first launched. I almost brought it on Switch, and then I saw it come out as on Game Pass, and I was like, oh, thank God I didn't buy it on Switch. It's now on Game Pass. So Creature in the Well is
like a robot or something, aren't you?
So you play as an engineer, and it's... I'm only 2 hours in, so I can't sit here and have a fully grounded opinion on the game, but how do I explain what the game is? It's an adventure game where you start off, you're speaking to your mum, basically saying, oh, is there anything beyond the storm, this big sandstorm? Oh no, only the mountain lives in the storm. And then you go into the mountain and you're just engineering, this weird creatures like popping up here and there going like, you've come back to finish your job, I'm not going to let it happen. And it's all very ambiguous, and you're just like, fuck knows what's going on right now. Creepy knows what's going on right now. I just go on with it. And then it gets into the gameplay mechanic, which starts well, progresses well, and then plateaus out very plainly. And it is a kind of a cross between pinball and what's the game where you used to like you move the thing along and bounce the ball off?
Breakout.
Oh yeah,
Breakout. Okay, so it's a kind of cross between pinball and Breakout. Whereas
Isn't that just Breakout?
No, because
faster.
you have like these shields up, which are effectively paddles, but they don't move.
Right.
And then what you have to try and do is you have to get these right things and then hit them, and then it comes back to you, and your sword acts like a paddle in.
So is it?
So the angle you hit at, like like the angle you hit in the pinball is all about.
Yeah.
So your sword acts as like the pinball thing, but then you got to try and break blocks.
Right.
And each block has an energy amount to it, and then by breaking that block, you get to absorb that energy, and you need energy to open doors to go further into the mountain. Now, it starts off super simple. Then it gets to things like, once you got this block down, you only have 7 seconds to get the rest. You start to start finding patterns to bounce off walls and go around like that. And then they add enemies in there, and these like turrets shooting you, and you have to grab the turret thing to hit back, to then grab another one to hit back, and then run around the bottom, so you're hitting stuff like a pinball thing and all that.
Yeah.
And it ramps up pretty quickly with difficulty. I died quite a lot in the first, not in the first hour, probably the second hour of the game.
Okay.
It's like, oh, okay, this is actually ramped up a little bit now. And then you start getting used to the dash, you start getting used to the mechanics, and it just kind of maybe does more, but the issue I'm having at the moment is I can't see what else it can do now. It feels like it's done everything. Like, I've had some challenging puzzles, and I'm like, what, you can just put more enemies in now? Like, what, more turrets? That's just going to be boring. Like, what's the next level of this game? And I'm now a bit like, just a bit bored of it. And I don't know. It's also, it does that annoying thing of that so many Metroidvanias get wrong, where it doesn't tell you where to go, so you're just running around going through doors and all that, which means there's a shite ton of backtracking.
Right.
To go like, oh, I've done this puzzle, great, I got this upgrade to my sword, I can now catch the stuff and hit it back. And I go back and I'm like, I have no idea what, there's no map. And I get why they do it.
No map.
There's no map. And then you speak to the people and they're like, oh, you're an engineer. Oh, have you seen this weird creature guy, dude? And it's like, eyes pop up behind you. And I'm like, you're fucking useless. Creeping useless. Like, run off here. And
I think the best bit about Queep at the moment is we swear and then say...
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say.
It's like having that buzzer that hides swearing, but you always play it after
right
you swear.
Yeah.
But no, I just... It seems perfectly fine. I will finish it. I'm going to force myself to finish it because I want to see where it goes. I'm not overly interested in finding out. It's clearly trying to go for a twist, like, oh, this creature's your dad, or like something stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it was your creator. They created the world. It's clearly going for something like that. It hasn't got voice acting, and the writing is absolutely plain as anything in it. Which I find nowadays in games, even indie, if you haven't got voice acting, the writing needs to be like gripping. And you need to like, I want to read this. This is just like, I can just go, yeah, or whatever. Like, you're not going to tell me anything. You're just being an idiot now, mate. Yeah, so it's if you've got Game Pass, I recommend giving it a go because it does try to do something unique, and I applaud Flight School, the devs, to try and do something unique with a Metroidvania. It's going to be one of those things. You might play it and find the right route, and then it might take you 4 hours, and you'll be like, "That was really cool." Yeah. I might play it and then try and go off this weird route and just be like, "Well, it took me 7 hours, so I got bored."
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where that is there. But that's the only other game I played. Yes. So should we go on to some news, people?
Let's do the news.
Not tons of news this week. Oh, you missed the little...
I was trying to see what you scribbled out.
Oh, Deliver Us the Moon.
Yeah.
We both got...
That's by the people who did the Close to the Sun, isn't it?
Yes. Well, the publisher, Wide Productions. We got 7 preview keys like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we haven't played it. We were both... I was like, oh shit, I've got that to play that game. Yeah, so we're going to do it for next week.
Today. I was like, oh yeah.
So I put it on there.
Tank Wars.
Trev, I'm sorry.
I put it on there because I was going to...
Demo available on Steam.
I'll do a video.
And
I'm sorry.
Oh, nice. Nice. See, you get the whole team working on it.
That's right.
So kicking off first with news is a game called Stella. Stella is best described as a Limbo-inspired adventure game where you play as the last woman.
He's hitting the vodka.
Seeing out her days.
Neat, mate.
The last, a young woman seeing out her days in an ancient world, basically. Now, you get so many Limbo-style games appear. Agreed.
Oh, you do.
Oh, yeah.
The actual like artwork on this one, there's this scene with these like fire arrows and all that. It looks really nice. Like it stood out. I saw it and I was like, this looks nice. Like it looks interesting enough. There's puzzle mechanics to it. It's very much a puzzle platformer. It's developed by Skybox Labs, and they are calling it a cinematic puzzle platformer.
Right.
And it's releasing only on the Xbox first, on the 17th of October, and it will be coming to all other platforms later this year. Is it on Game Pass? No, it's not. Right. Well, it may come to Game Pass, but it's not day one launch. It's not day one Game Pass. But I'm interested in checking it out. You guys can see the trailer behind us, but it's the best way to describe it is literally an up-to-date Limbo, I suppose. Limbo made 7 years later with some new tech that can be used in games.
Limbo's still great. I played it this year.
Yeah. No, I've just seen it there. I don't know. Why are we making so many Limbo games?
Yeah, we've had a few, haven't we?
Yeah.
We have indeed. Next piece of news. Lonely Mountain Downhill. A game I've been so excited for so long.
And I found out about today.
Yes.
That's the one with the arrows he's talking about there. Enough, but it's a side scroller where there's
Limbo.
Yeah,
it's Limbo.
Sorry, Orange Limbo.
Lonely Mountain Downhill is coming to Game Pass day one of launch.
Ooh.
Yes. So Thunderfall Productions, the guys who are Supergiant and someone else who kind of created this new publishing company. Yeah.
Can we not put point sound effects?
That's it, yeah.
No, you can't. It's demonetized immediately. I promise.
And
well, he swore earlier, so no, didn't you say something else? A queek.
And yeah, so it's Megagon Industries and Thunderfall are Megagon are developing the game. Thunderfall are publishing the game.
Right.
It's coming to all consoles later this year. Now, if you don't know what it is, it's a very cute downhill mountain biking game. But it's more of a puzzle game than it is a downhill mountain biking game. It's very much finding the perfect line, finding the drop off.
Memory thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they very much, you see in every trailer taking shortcuts. It's very much going to be that thing there. I think it's going to be a very highly streamed game. I can see a lot of people really enjoying the stream of it.
That, yeah.
It's apparently it's hard as nails. But it is going to be, people will learn how to speedrun it, and they will learn the perfect part to drop off this mountain and land. And I think it will. I don't think it will sweep the speedrunning nation by storm, but I think it will definitely be
one of those ones we'll see where I've completed this level in 12.4 seconds.
Yeah, and it has leaderboards for that, so of course people are going to be feeding into that more.
Yeah.
But the fact it's coming to Game Pass day one, it's coming to PC and Xbox.
I might
Game
give
Pass
that
day
a go.
one.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Hasn't got a confirmed release date, apart from it is coming in October. We don't know when in October, but it is definitely coming in October.
The spooky month.
I feel like they can't announce it because now that Game Pass have effectively snatched up the news of it, Game Pass always do the big reveal at the beginning of the month, don't they?
Yeah,
Here's what's coming this month. And Game Pass have probably said, well, we'll do that if you let us announce the release date. And then they can say day one launch and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Valfaris, the pretty damn challenging 2D pixelated action platformer with a kick-ass metal soundtrack has got a release date. Finally, we have a release date for this game.
Huh?
You okay?
No. Why? Because I want to play this game, but also I don't want to play this game.
Dan played Slain, didn't you, as well?
I did, and I loved Slain, but it was so hard. It was so hard.
So this is developed by Steel Mantis, who are the guys who made Slain. If you played Slain, it's a very challenging. Again, what Slain does so well is it's that 2D simple platformer, because the idea is simple. You go from left to right, kill whatever's in your way. You go up and you go back from right to left, and you go up and right. But it doesn't overwhelm you with enemies, but the timing of the enemies and traps on the screen has to be absolutely spot on. And it gets very frustrating when you're just like, I knew that I had to do that, and I didn't fucking do it.
You do start shouting at your hands.
It's like, why are you working?
Press the goddamn button! And I'm looking at my thumb like, I'm going to rip you off if you don't hit that! Oh!
It's like that scene from Liar Liar, you know, he's got the pen. And he's like, piss. It's literally that, like. But no, and yeah, so Valfaris is really cool. There's a what is video up on the YouTube channel if you want to check it out. It's the soundtrack is really cool on it, and it's coming. It's got 3 release dates. It's coming to PC first on the 10th. Sorry, PC and Nintendo Switch on the 10th of October. So pretty soon. It's coming to PS4 on the 5th of November, and it's coming to Xbox One on the 8th of November. Now, there are signature editions available. So if you're one who collects games, if you're one who likes signature edition, they come with the cool little coins that you get custom for that game. And they're really nice. They're really reasonably priced as well. They're like 30 quid, and the game will probably cost 15 quid anyway. And what you get additional is, I always think, well worth the extra 15 quid. And that is launching alongside Where One. So if you buy the Nintendo Switch one, you get it on the 10th. If you get the PS4 one, you don't get it early, I'm afraid. But yeah, it's I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm tempted to review it. It all depends on how early review keys are ready, because the game's not going to be easy, and I'm not going to go, yeah, I'll review it in 2 days, and then end up smashing my PC up and being like, fuck this game, it's shit. Creeping shit.
I'm going to watch your review. That's how I'm going to play the game. I'm going to watch Lewis do it. So I can shout at his thumbs.
Yeah, why not? Maybe I'll stream it. I don't know. And the final bit of news is Sparklight. Now, this game has been highly anticipated by a lot of people for a long time. I've seen so many people, when we've done like hot list videos or things like that, always saying like, do you know when Sparklight's releasing? And then there's just I don't know much about the game, if I'm being completely honest. It's finally got a release date. 14th of November, the game is coming. It is literally, the best way to describe it is it's a classic Zelda-style adventure game. That's literally what you're doing. It's a classic Zelda-style adventure game. It's coming to all consoles and PC on the 14th of November along with its release. Red and Blue Games. It's being published by Merge. And it's, it looks... If it's a good adaptation of a Zelda game, then no one's going to complain, are they?
Yeah, surely not.
No.
Should be fine.
Should
be fine.
Yeah, I think it's exactly going to be that. As long as they've done a decent job of making a Zelda game, we'll all be happy.
Yeah. Agreed.
Though it's not a Zelda game, obviously, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I agree. It'd be funny if you open a box. It goes.
I like it. The last note is completely off key.
Yeah.
For copyright reasons.
That'd be good. That would be good. But that's the news.
Attacked by 1,000 chickens.
Our indie game news is going to rapidly deplete soon because it's getting to AAA season. So we're going to probably have one or two news stories. Now, I was going to do the whole news about
Focus Home.
Focus Home.
Yeah.
Who, I don't know if you know, they basically took 2 games off all stores and didn't tell the devs that they were taking the games off the stores. So
cool
the
guys.
Sinking City, is that right?
Sinking City is the game they just released.
Yeah.
That Focus Home brought out. And Frog something. The name of the company is Frog something.
I want to say Bullfrog, but I still not.
No, I can't remember
because
right
they
now.
made Theme Hospital.
And they've taken down... So they got a deal with the publishers that basically Focus Home were going to put it out. Not just this game, but their other games, which was Sherlock Holmes and Jack the Ripper. A whole load of basically investigative adventure games. They do the same sort of thing. All of them are pretty much the same, except the one we've been playing recently is a Cthulhu one.
Yeah.
Which everything I seem to be playing at the moment, it's it's Cthulhu.
Royalty free. That's why.
Yeah. Hi Cthulhu. What are you doing here in this happy valley where we're learning to drive?
Soon we'll get a Sherlock Holmes
everyone.
/
Yeah,
Cthulhu crossover.
Yeah. And they've the deal ended, but instead of Focus Home giving the IP back to the people and saying, here you go, it's yours, you may sell it elsewhere, they've gone, no, we're claiming it, but you're not allowed to sell it. We're going to take it all down, we're not selling it, but you're not allowed the game back to sell.
Just pulled them off sites.
And there's taken down the game, so these people are making no money now.
Shit.
Yeah.
Apart from, I don't think Sinking City's gone. Because I think that deal is still out there. Because that was a recent publishing deal.
But they're old games.
All their old games have gone.
Yeah.
And they're like, hang on, that wasn't in our contract.
Yeah.
In the agreement we had at the time. And Focus Home have come back and said, oh yeah, no, that's a new thing we do. And like, well, hang on, but that's, in my mind, surely it's about the contract you had with them then.
That's what we call legal.
If you want to change a contract, well, then you have to sign a new one. It's a new deal.
That's how that goes.
Focus Home.
You renegotiate.
Turning into the indie version of EA, aren't they?
Yeah.
We've had a
Which
vacuum.
is a damn shame.
You know, we had a vacuum. We needed one of these.
Because
and now we've got one.
I've liked a lot of what Focus Home put out there.
Yeah.
You know, Fate to Silence was buggy as hell, but they did a patch to it. Well, and I really enjoyed that. I still haven't finished that.
I've not played it yet, but apparently Greedfall was very, very good.
I liked the Surge. I enjoyed that. Apparently Surge 2 is brilliant.
I've heard good things.
A lot of good things about that. And you know, Focus Home have always been known for being able to put out basically what the bigger developers should have been doing.
Yeah.
And now they seem to be trying to screw someone over.
Vampire.
Yeah.
The Surge.
Yeah.
A Plague Tale.
Oh yes, they did Plague Tale as well.
Insurgency.
So I don't know what it is. Maybe this isn't
Farming Simulator 19.
Oh my! No, I was really upset with that one.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't raid other people's farms.
Yeah. Do you remember this?
No.
No, of course you don't.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything past 2 minutes ago.
Should we
It's that vodka you've been necking.
Yeah.
I did do some neat a second ago and it was horrendous.
Should we bob on to our main topic?
Yeah. Yes.
Nah.
Main topic being that with the gaming year, or just a year in general, coming to an end very soon, we wanted to talk about a couple of games that we are really looking forward to playing. Games that, like I said, they may be Game of the Year contenders. We can't say that until we actually play them, but games that some of them maybe we've been excited for a couple of months. Some of them maybe a couple of years. Now, the guys will have a couple of lists. I've got a few because I know Tom's got one of my ones on here, but
I've got one.
I got a few down. But
I got this message while at work.
okay.
Nice.
And I literally got home, put these clothes on, and came here. So
I
I
know-
have nothing.
I know one for you anyway, so it's fine.
That's brilliant. As long as
Actually,
you
I've
got
got more than Dan.
I got one. Dan's got one because I knew one for Dan. I didn't put one on here
brilliant.
because I knew
I've got
one
the
for
same
Dan.
as Dan.
Yeah. do you want to go first?
Yeah, right.
Go on, what is it?
It's After Party.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only game that I'm really looking forward to playing.
Night Owl Studios, I believe. The guys who made Oxenfree.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. Yeah. I love Oxenfree. I'm going to play it next month in celebration of Halloween because it's
Nice.
a spooky game, isn't it? Quite spooky. And,
There's a moment where you don't know where it's going to go, and there are the photos
I
you get
was-
back. The
I was
photos you get back are
genuinely-
genuinely.
I was gently spooked by that game.
Yeah.
The whole time. It's got a spooky vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's the Stranger Things of games. I feel like season 1, mind you, when it was still spooky.
And good.
Whoa, come on.
Let's carry on.
But yeah, I really look forward to that. I
Yeah.
mean, I want to outdrink the devil.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
that guy. Quit that guy.
We're sticking to this. We're good at this.
He's a real motherfucking cunt. I mean, he's a real mother creeping queep. I'm so
I'm glad
sorry.
you didn't get that bit wrong. Let's
Yeah.
go. He's a real creeping fucking. You got the mother and the. Oh, which bit's the swear?
I mean, it's hard to tell. This creep is so strong.
It is
Yeah.
such a powerful world.
It could be any
World?
swear.
Could be.
I believed
It's
it.
been a long day.
I liked what you said. I took that in and I enjoyed what you
Cheers.
said. So
Cheers.
you didn't
So
so.
After Party coming out on the 29th of October.
Yeah, so it's about a month away.
Can I jump in on one? Because I can't remember the name, so I'm going to need you to help me. Right? And
Stop
it
it.
was. Oh, sorry.
Stop him.
Yeah, do it.
Don't let him jump
Carry
in.
on.
It was the one we saw where it's basically Takeshi's Castle. It's the new
Nipple
fortnite.
Marathon.
No.
Where they're running
no.
up and you've got the puzzles to go through. The balls are running down. You can run
Little
into the
blobs.
balls. You're the little blobs.
The Battle Royale blobs for Devolver Digital.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that called?
Come on, guys. I need you here. I just thought of that when you were
Something
like,
Party?
oh
No.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to look up
We
Devolver games.
dissed
to
that
find
one.
it.
But that game basically is it 100 players?
Yeah, 100 players.
And you're basically playing
I think
Takeshi's
it's next.
Castle.
That is next year.
And
It's January. I think it's January release.
Oh, damn it. Okay. I'm really looking forward to that game.
I can't remember
I think it's going to be an absolute blast. I cannot wait to get drunk and play that online.
Fall Guys.
Ultimate Knockout.
Fall Guys.
Fall
Ultimate Knockout.
Guys, yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, but that's next year. So,
Nice.
damn it. Go on, Lewis.
Have you got
Sorry.
anything else you want to?
I jumped in for
South
next
Party?
year.
There are other games that I think look okay.
Yeah,
But there's
but
nothing.
none that are
There's
really...
nothing that I'm looking forward to more than After Party.
Another one for Dan, but it's still saying 2019.
To be fair, it's only 3 months into the
And-
year, so
Yeah.
It's still saying 2019, so I'm going to say Dan can have 2019, and that's
Yeah.
Miniko's Midnight Market.
Oh, yeah. Ride those cats.
The cat one, the weird cat one where you got to like
yes, I know.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
it.
you got to like go off and do cat
I'm on
missions and
podcasts.
then sell.
And grow things
So
to feed the
artifacts,
cats, to
yeah.
race the
Yeah.
cats. And, yes.
Just like it is Japan in a game.
Yeah.
What it is. So I will not spend ages on this one, but Lonely Mountain Downhill. I've been excited for this game for quite a while. I wanted to play it at Res, but there was a massive queue to get onto it. And
Yeah.
I was like, it's coming out soon. I'll just wait for it.
Yeah.
You said After Party. Indivisible.
Oh, yes.
Indivisible is coming out very soon, 8th of October.
No, you won't like that because it has a slight turn-based
Yeah, well, you said
rhythm.
it does look stunning.
It looks
so.
great. I
Yeah.
love the animation, and I'd like to watch someone play it, but I wouldn't play it myself.
Indivisible is one
I
I
prefer real games.
Indivisible is one I strongly
real time games.
recommend for fans of like turn-based adventure games, because it does a very unique thing with its turn-based mechanics in terms of it almost turns into a fighting game turn-based mechanic. You have to choose abilities on a real time cooldown, and then you have to block, and then it's very interesting. It is one of the most unique combat systems I've seen in a very stale genre of games.
Yeah, because it's basically a Metroidvania.
Exactly, yeah.
But with this really nice...
It looks gorgeous. Like
Yeah, I love
and
it.
every like unique character, like everyone has a shield. You can't see the shield, but when they pull the shield out, it's so unique to them. It's not
It's
like a
also where
generic
they,
shield.
I
and-
remember it's where they keep their weapons as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because one of them keeps them in his turban as he fights
That's it,
out,
yeah.
and it's just
There's
the
a-
animation's
a
beautiful.
pirate woman who pulled her shield out, and all of a sudden little cannons pop out of it. And
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
It just looks so nice.
I'd love an indivisible cartoon or anime.
And I will say though,
Yeah.
the game's hard.
Yes.
The game is hard, but definitely worth checking out. Stranded Sails. I'm not like oh my god, this is my game of the year. But it's a farming sim
might
on a
be
cute
related.
island. You know the one we saw?
Yeah.
It's Minecraft with boats. Oh, wait, Minecraft has boats. It's Minecraft.
It's not quite Minecraft. It's not as good as Minecraft because it hasn't got 4K assets.
Oh, hang on, he was taking the piss.
Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't have a 4K asset pack. So I'd probably stick with Minecraft as you because the 4K assets are. I mean, I can't run it because it's too taxing on my PC. But
My heart is never.
I thought this was going to be the last episode.
Yeah,
that was it.
I'm gonna jump out that window. My God.
But no, it does look cool. It looks adorable. It looks like a game. I'm gonna buy it on the Switch straight away, and I'm probably gonna. It's over Christmas. It's gonna be an absolute lifesaver, I reckon. This game because it'll be like, oh, I've got 20 minutes while I'm waiting for food. I'm a bit pissed. I don't want to play anything with combat. I'm gonna go get my carrots from the garden and take them back in. Whoa, fishing.
Tom's so drunk right now. It's
I'm
amazing.
not saying I'm a little bit.
He's hammered.
I might have the
Valfaris, I'm looking forward to. Again, I don't know what game yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. And a final game, which Tom's not too sure about, but I'm really looking forward to Beyond Blue.
I have my.
This is the educational underwater one with no combat. You know, you swim around. And
You swim around.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that one.
It's endless ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it because if people didn't know, I fucking love the sea. Like, I literally
you loved absolutely.
in love
sharks.
the sea. Oh, sharks are just like. There's only one better thing than Shark Week, guys. Shark Fortnite, simple as that. Yeah, and I just want to. I want to have a nice.
Hang on, sorry, I have to stop. Did you say what is Shark Week?
When is
Oh,
Shark
thank
Week?
It was beginning of August.
Yeah.
I missed it completely.
Do you not remember we had this whole big talk about it in the?
I tweeted about it, like bigging up for like counting
Was it
down. I
off or
was like
something?
9
No,
days
you were
of Shark
here.
Week, 8 days of
I
Shark
don't
Week.
remember anything ever, do
No.
I?
No.
Is it because I drink during the podcast?
But this game, I want this game to be. Well, they've already confirmed there are BBC.
Stop looking at me like that when you're drinking, man.
That's alright, just keep going, keep going.
They've already confirmed that this game is going to have.
He's trying to be all sexy with me,
BB
but he looks like a goldfish trying to drink vodka.
I'm trying to breathe vodka.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's the last bit. I'm doing it for the patrons on the post show.
Yeah, okay.
But no, they've confirmed that the game is going to have BBC narration over it, so people who narrate the BBC nature programs, not
David
Attenborough, but other people there, which is great. And I want this game to be a 3, maybe 4 hour sit down on a Sunday morning, couple of cups of coffee, headphones on, and just lose myself in the ocean, learn the ocean. That's all I want. I'm excited about that.
I played it at Res. That was enough.
Yeah, I watched you play at Res, and I thought, yeah, Lewis will like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is very much a game like.
I tell you what, it'd be a really nice game in VR.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're a Call of Duty fan, it's probably a game for you.
Did you see the Medal of Honor VR?
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
From Respawn.
Yeah,
What?
looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Respawn are doing Medal of Honor.
Yeah, VR.
I love Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
What? I don't know how
It's
at all.
just a VR game.
I've got VR.
Well, then you're in Happy Town, my friend.
I am.
We will.
Because you can also catch the grenades out the air and throw them back, and you can.
I will.
Sorry, love Respawn.
I'm looking forward to see what they do with Star Wars actually. But
I'm really excited for that game.
right, we'll wrap it up there, and we'll go on to Patreon, shall we? But yeah, that's the game to look forward to. So we got After Party from yourself. You mentioned.
Well, no, it's next year. Doesn't count. It was Fall Guys.
Fall Guys, yeah.
It's next year.
Then yeah, so After Party, Lonely Mountain, Indivisible, Stranded Sails, Valfaris, Beyond Blue, but that's a little niche one. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the podcast. If you did listen to us and you want to go check us out on YouTube, there is a benefit because you get to see the videos of all the trailers playing behind us. If you watched us, but you want to make sure you get us on audio next time, then we're available on all podcast services.
You can't get rid of him.
Yes, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. We are also available on Patreon, where you can throw us $1 to get exclusive pre and post show content. We're about to go and record the post show now. We're going to chat about we don't even know what we're going to chat about. But until then, guys, or until you support us,
hang on. Remember, if you want to help the show, go to thebear@thedicebear.com. If you're an indie dev or a indie dev publisher, I will pimp out your game during the podcast for money.
But guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, just stay indie credible, and goodbye.
Yeah, do that.
See you later, guys.
Goodbye.